Then after 9/11 happened, I started watching how we were looking at the Muslims now, you know, and how we were accusing the Muslims of having this terrible religion, this religion that's based on violence. And so I did a research and I studied the scriptures of the Muslims, and I came to understand, wait a minute, you know, if you look at our Bible, right, you have the story of Moses. And what is Moses doing? He's running through the desert, killing people wherever he goes, just killing them because his God said so, right? And so on this record, you hear, we have the little excerpts which are taken directly from our Bible, right? And it's a story of genocide. It's a story of mass murdering. It's not different to what happened in Serbia and, you know, what's even happening now in Georgia and stuff. It's not different. It's somebody's taking their storyline that they believe in and imposing it on somebody else. And so this record is my attempt again to have a healthy dialogue by undoing the story inside of me. You know, I had to undo the story, the fear that I got from King Dingaan, and found out what actually happened with King Dingaan was he asked King Moshesh, what happens with these white people? Are they cool? And Moshe said, no, they're not cool, they got tricks. Because when he shook hands with King Moshesh, he put the handcuff on. And the black guy never saw that before the king. And he's like, what is that? It was a trick. And the one thing, the Zulu guy does not like tricks. And so he was afraid that these guys were up to some trick. And that was why he killed them. Because they also had the gun, they had strange weapons. So he killed them to keep himself safe, right? It's what a doctor will do if you have a virus inside of you. Even if he doesn't understand it, he will give you an antibiotic, right? So in a way, this story is, this record is like a medicine to undo those stories that are embedded in the DNA, because the DNA is not just a piece of protein, it's a memory of ancient times. It's got all the memories in it. Since the beginning of time, it's got that memory embedded inside it. And the stories that we believe in are embedded inside that. You know, I have some Jewish friends who, even if they eat pork, they feel sick. It's, you know, the reason why they didn't eat pork in the old time was understood. Now you don't have to have that problem. It doesn't have tapeworm in it. But it's a genetic, you know, it's inside there. It's built in the mind and built into the body.
Yeah.
And so this record is an attempt to undo some of the stories from the DNA so we can have a dialogue, you know. I can't point my fingers at the Muslims and tell them, look here, you've got to clean up your book. Because my book is not clean.
Yeah.
But I can have a dialogue with my friends and a lot of my Jewish friends and Christian friends and tell them, listen here, Moses goes around. We celebrate Moses every year. We have a party about that story. Imagine if the Germans did that about Hitler. What would the world think about that? It's no different. It's a story of genocide, and we have to undo it from our belief systems. And that's, you know, not many people might like this record for that reason, and not many people will like the record for the story of it. But if a few people, you know, in South Africa we didn't have journalism, could not tell, they were censored. And so it was up to the musicians to bring about this communication. It was up to the poets and the playwrights to bring this information about the change of apartheid, to break down apartheid, you know. It was up to the musicians and the artists and the journalists. But in the newspapers, there were, in fact, the journalist would write an article, and then where he was censored, he would leave it out. So it was just a white piece of paper to show that he was censored.
Okay, there was a lot of white there.
Yeah, there was a lot of white there. Interesting. You're a poet.